Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, not Tuesday. I have to admit, yesterday I had a horrific day. And when it came time to film, I couldn't do it. I don't know if you guys have ever had a day like that, but it takes me about, I don't know, 25 minutes to get to my first dog. Yesterday it took me an hour and a half. And no reason, just traffic. Who am I missing? Let's go. Tucker, get a move on, go. Which is a shame because yesterday, first day of October, beautiful day. Today, as you can see, slightly wet. But not raining a lot, hence why the phone is out. Realistically speaking, it's on its last legs anyway. Nova in front. Rory. Get a move on. Go. Oh, God, not you. Okay. Goodness. Okay, we're back to organized. Oh, my God, poor Hamish. Anyways, so we're here. We're at the straight road. I know it's a Wednesday, but I also did promise a Q&A today. And I did get a bunch of questions, so I'm going to answer those as I can. My dog, Rowan, get a move on. What is that? Poppy. Mud is Newton. Of course you're not Poppy. Poppy's right here. May. Mud is a hard no from me, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so we're here. We're at the straight road. It's actually pretty nice, even if it is wet. For those who like a head count, 12 today. We've got, who do we have up there? May, Newton, Maggie and her coat. We've got Miss Rory, Rowan, Willow, Bailey, Hamish, who's very upset that his terrier dignity has been trod upon. Miss Nova, who should be in front. Thank you. Tucker, who should also be in front. And Poppy, who's being a bit weird today and being my shadow. So it is what it is. May. Thank you. Oh, Rowan, don't kill me. 60 pounds speed bump right at shin level. Rowan, it is completely unnecessary to go in there. Thank you. Okay, away you go. Oh, yes, hi. Rowan, fun fact about Rowan. Rowan has this thing where in case you were unsure that he was with you, he comes and he boops your knee. One of my friends experienced this. We were garage sailing and I took Rowan with me, just exposure training. And for all they are not hurting dogs, they definitely decide who their family pack is. And you got to keep track of them. You got to just walk over there and be like, boop, I'm right here. Just, right here. Boop. So it's pretty funny. With Evan, he boops with teeth. With the rest of us, he just does it with his nose. Okay, May, Nova. Guys, you've both done this since 16 weeks old. Let's get a move on. Okay, that's actually the first question, and I get this one a lot. Are all these dogs mine? In a sense, but realistically, no. May, I honestly don't know how I would afford to feed all of these dogs. Never mind anything else. May! Getting tired of saying your name, hun. Rowan, no means no, thank you. Oh, he's full of it today. So Rowan is mine. Kronk is mine. Now Kronk doesn't come on every walk, depending on my schedule that day. Most of the time, he's on limited exercise still since early summer, I think. Rory, rude. We don't do that. Get a move on. Nova in front. Hamish, I understand. Terrier dignity, but like truly, go. Go. Willow, same. Yeah, so Rowan's mine. A lot of them I've had in my pack since they were 16 weeks old, and a good half of them, I'd say, have done my puppy training program as well. Newton, and of course all of them have done the training to be on this walk with me. So Nova, not that they're showing that training today. They're all like, I don't know if you notice this, lady, it's wet. Also, the grass is really tasty because it's wet. Ah, Bailey, that was my knee. You're fine. Willow, Newton, and Tucker. I do get a lot of questions why I keep everybody in front of me. May. And that is so I can see what they're up to. Mostly. Hey, Rowan, out. Good boy. Good job. Go, go. Good boy, kid. And he's just like, he's pouting. I totally lost track of what we were talking about. Oh, yeah. So why do I keep them in front? It's to keep an eye on them. May, if I have to say your name one more time, you're done. Like she understands me. Go. I was going to say that was going to be fast. Things like if they're going to get into water and I don't want them to get into it. Or eating grass. Like, obviously it's natural for a dog to eat some amount of grass, but certain dogs I have experience with is they will overeat and they will vomit in my car, and nobody wants that. Willow, thank you. So those are the kinds of things that I keep track of. Now, I will be fine with like a little entourage if they want to walk close to me, because they're taught sort of in the beginning, if they're uncomfortable or whatever, to just stick close to me, because I don't let anyone bother anyone that is sort of in my radius. Like, there's no smelling, you can walk next to each other, there's no playing. That's mostly because I enjoy having these, and playing tends to mean that they run into me, which I do not enjoy. So I send them away from me to play. What are we doing here? I hear you. So in our area of the world, we're just at the tail end of migration. I mean, maybe mid-migration for birds. So one of the fun things about this area is often you get a lot of the local birds that are flocking and getting ready to go out. Good girl. Rory, go, go. No, he really doesn't want you to visit him, I promise. He will stop pouting at some point. Nova, in front. The drama. She will always try to sneak behind me so that she can do things like eat grass when she's not supposed to. Go, go. Good. I see ya. Yeah, okay. Next question. Rowan, get a move on. You don't need any extra salad, kid. And then, of course, you have some dogs that don't just limit themselves to grass, but anything that can go in their mouth. If it's at snoot height, it is salad now. So that I have to watch, because obviously there are some plants. Rowan! Some plants that could make him very sick. That's side-eye, though. Tucker, today. I don't know why you've decided behind me is the thing, because normally you're way out in front, but oh, he's probably pouting. It's funny, Rowan, the older Tucker gets, the less he's interested in inclement weather walks, even though honestly, like, it's really, it feels like you're walking through mist, you know, like just little teeny droplets every once in a while, but nothing. Rowan! Yeah, okay, sorry, next question. Do we walk in all kinds of weather? I mean, that's a perfect one for right now, yes. Yeah, even in the winter. So we're in Canada, Ottawa, and the winter here is interesting. Rowan, Pestermite, Daggerface. Truly. And I would definitely have to dress dogs. I never thought I would be the person. So my first dog ever, Bouvier de Flandre. You did not need to dress a Bouvier for anything. Rowan, last. True. No. Thank you. But had many dogs since him. And most of them, starting with Murphy really, MacGyver didn't really need or want a jacket. Hold on, let me mark this. I have to get that when we turn around. Okay. But Murphy absolutely did. So Murphy was half English Bull Terrier. He's the reason, honestly, we got Rowan. And he definitely needed pajamas going outside for sure in the winter. Let's go. Thank you. And that sort of segued. And it's funny because Rowan is way more rough and tumble than Murphy was. Like, he's out in this weather, and a lot of English Bull Terriers would be like, not today, Satan. Or when he was a puppy, you can check some of those earlier videos. I did get him a little raincoat in anticipation of him hating. He doesn't care. No. Zero cares given. He just goes on walk and has fun. So, I mean, let's be real. I'm still going to make him pajamas because I learned to flip and sew so I can make those stupid pajamas for my dogs. That's happening. So you can expect to see some pajamas in the winter. Of course, since he's not going to fit in any of the ones that I've made him so far. That was super frustrating. Like, when he was a puppy, he was growing so fast. And, like, I didn't want to make him any because I knew he was growing fast, but then it dawned on me, like, I already have the fabric, and instead of spending a lot of money on outerwear, I may as well just make it myself then. Anywho, okay. Bad weather. What's our next one here? Oh, okay. I talk about drills with the dog. So what sort of drills do I do on pack walk? So it's important on pack walk. I just want to show you Hamish briefly. He's not having it. The drills I do on pack walk are things like recall, obviously, outs. Now that's less a drill and more individualized, though you'll see sometimes if there's a group of dogs at something and I'm watching their body language and they start to get a little too interested, as in I might roll in this and it's probably gross interested because dogs are gross, then I will do a group out. We do duration sits, duration downs. You see the duration sits in the squad photos because I have to arrange everybody and it takes longer than you would think. And then of course there's this one. About face. Wait for it. It's like thunder. You just hope they don't run into you, especially Hey! Knock it off. Oh God. Hi. Yep. Good job. Hello, Willow. I'll do that a couple times on walks sometimes. I used to just turn around and walk away, and they would have to figure out, like they would have to be paying attention to me. Then I noticed, particularly in the more intelligent dogs, Rowan, truly, not Rowan, in case anyone was curious. But I noticed in the more intelligent dogs that they would start to be anticipatory. Like they'd think I would always do it at the same time, so they would automatically turn and go, and then that would set the whole pack off, right? And that's not a thing that I'm in love with. So I turned it into a command, and that's been a lot better. So now they still watch me for it because I do have a hand signal, which obviously you can't see. Sometimes I just use the hand signal, like a whistle hand signal, and they'll do that. Okay, what are we still? We're still living here, Pops. Nova, where should you be? Uh-huh. Not surprised. Oh, they forgot to pay attention to where I was. Oh, poor Rowan. Definitely not doodle fast. Rowan. Out. Good boy. That was like a giant piece of foliage. Okay. Oh, this one is about Kronk and Rowan. Is how old are they and what breeds? Again, Rowan is an English Bull Terrier. He's the one running up there. He's a little over a year. He turned a year in August. Hamish, out of it. Good boy. May. Truly. And Kronk is a little 3 years. 3? When was his birthday? April. Yeah, so he turned 3 in April, and he is a Frenchie Dog de Bordeaux mix. He was sort of, so when MacGyver passed, we waited a while before getting another dog. I think it's important when you lose a dog to take time and grief. And MacGyver was the first dog that Evan and I got together. He was a Boxer German Shepherd Cross. He was smart as all get out. We did things like agility and stuff with him. And it just took time. But part of the reason that we always have 2 dogs is so that we don't have that like empty house, like the lack of tippy taps and it's too hard. So we always have 2, at least 1, but generally 2. And we got on, hey, that's enough. Thank you. We got on a waiting list because I knew that I wanted an English Bull Terrier from Murphy. Murphy was a special soul. He was a heart dog, and if you've never had one, it's hard when they go. Anyways, so we were on a wait list, and I knew the breed I wanted, did the research into the breeders. I got on the list for my top breeder, and it was honestly 3 years. It was actually kind of funny. So my second pick breeder was in the States, and honestly they were mostly second pick just because of the location. Like, they were in Ohio, so I don't ship dogs, so I go down and I pick them up and I bring them back. And it was a long drive. It really was gross. But anyway, so we were on a list for a very long time, and my sister's friend, who bred Dog de Bordeaux and Frenchies separately, had an oops litter. Oh God, Poppy's on the run. Out. Good girl. Bailey. Thank you. And it just happened. Like, we went to see them and didn't intend on getting any because I was pretty committed to my English Bull Terrier business. But then another litter came and went and we weren't called up. So I was like, okay, well, let's do this. And honestly, Kronk was such an easy puppy. Like, in the kennel, we always keep them in the bedroom the first couple nights so we can wake up if they have to go outside. He was sleeping 8 hours within 2 days. And like, he gave us a little bit of trouble in the kennel. He like sang for about, 10 minutes. And then that was it. That's the only time he had ever done anything in the kennel. And it was funny because when we got him, and given how easy it was with him, I looked at Evan and I was like, our next one is just gonna suck. It's gonna suck so hard, and I'm gonna not want puppies ever again. And he's like, I don't know about that. That's not how life works. It lies. That is in fact how life worked. But anyway, so then we got Kronk. Murphy passed away December of, 2024, so 2022. And that was a bad time for me. Like, even having Kronk. Kronk is a good dog, don't get me wrong. He's amazing. He's awesome at what he does. But he wasn't my heart dog. And again, he's a joy bringer. He's such a great puppy. A great training model. And then about a year, well, it was last year, right? October, that I went to go get. Evan was sort of getting tired of waiting for the breeder that was in Canada and in BC. And I just reached out to see what the process was to get on the list for my second pig breeder. And it turned out that she had 2 litters at the same time. And she didn't really work on a wait list process. It was like she would post when she had litters and go through the people at the time. And she's like, I've got 2 boys here. And then of course there was another litter quickly following. So in one of those options, there was a puppy for us. And like I sent her all my information and she's like, yeah, no, you're my top pick. And yeah, we drove down, we got this little terrorist. And sure enough, my prediction about a rotten child puppy. Yeah, bull terriers are not for the faint of heart, let me tell you. But we got through it. And he's just a little man now. And he's so sweet. Like, his base personality is just so sweet. It's just getting through all the puppy BS to get there. He's turning into quite the nice dog. Which is nice. Anyways, oh my goodness. Okay, sorry guys, this is super long. And I have 10 more questions. I'll try to do some more next week. I got sort of into story time mode there. As if I have an entire video to answer. Rory, he's miserable. Leave him alone. Rory! Get a move on. Good girl. Yeah, okay. So as always, if you have any questions about this or any other video, you know what to do. If you have a second to like, comment, and subscribe, it's so appreciated. And thank you so much to everybody who does. Hope you are having an amazing day. And we will talk to you soon. Cheers.